Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Gothic Remake Day, I guess. We got Blender 5.2. We'll play with this a little. I don't know how much. Oh, wait, would we go back to 5. We might go back to 5. I wasn't thinking about that. That's inconvenient. I was going to export the barrels. What do
Okay,
we do?
I'll
We
be a
just don't
little bit
save.
distracted cause the Classic Tetris World Championship 2026 has started with qualies.
You know, I thought I escaped the stand-up. Prime's not on. You know, no distractions, right? Courage is gonna be here. But nope. Nope. Horde. Life's Horde. Always torn attention spans, and that's just how it is in 2026. You know what? You do you. Do what you need to do. I would need to look up how this works because I can get it to be this, but how do I set up a collider? I saw a brief bit of it and I started setting up what I remember from it, but huh? Looking up, do I need to look up 5.2? Trying to think of where I saw it. I saw it in the thing that Gav posted. Thanks, Gav. Anyway, hi Gav, hi Croji. Gav, what are you up to today? Croji, I saw some new shiny ball art. Very nice. Article. Not articles. General. And remembering I had the Blender channel.
Yes, I like my shiny balls.
Cool. I like them too. They're very pretty. Where are they? Oop. Gonna loop. And why is there no loop button? So the new hair and cloth dynamics. That I might want to look up. I would need to find the briefest tutorial possible on just how to set up hair and cloth so it fully functions. Because if you set it up in geometry nodes, you like don't get full control over it. So yeah. You know, some things aren't worth fully just fiddling around. Okay. That link did not quite have. That's too old. Come on, Blender, why are you so cluttered? Oh yeah, okay, so separately this morning, the thing fed up to me this pairing simulation. This is the alpha. Are we on the alpha? Okay, combine. So there's a collider in the top. How do I get it to know that it's a collider? Is it just capital C? I tried naming it. I was like, oh, haha, maybe if I name it, but it didn't work. Oh, I need a collider though. And then it's, I'm copying them, combine bundle. Hello? That got summoned and then disappeared. And then, okay, the collider goes in here. The bundle into effectors. Um, huh, that kind of worked. Cool. Okay, so someone mentioned there's no self-collision. Uh, okay, you know what? That could be worse. That's a thing. I've been waiting for that for so long. It's not perfect, but it's a thing. Okay, yeah, no bendiness. Reset. Huh. Oh, did you see that?
Now we need scissors and we can make rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, did you see? Oh, actually, kind of pog. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. 4. Oh. We have a folding tent, boys. Them some stiff edges, but we got thing. And I threw margin up because I was like, why aren't you working? So let's just turn that down. Oh. Oh, hello, balancing cube.
Yellowstone. Here we come.
I don't understand. Yellow who? I get the national park, but I haven't seen the show. Is that relevant? I never knew that that would be something that was necessary in my life. Ha 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 ha. Hee 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 hee. Ooh hoo 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 hoo. Ha 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 ha. Look at her go. Look at her go. That is neat because that makes it easier for us to like drape stuff in our cockpit even. And then that draped stuff in the cockpit can be made cloth in Blender too, I would assume. Okay, just so I don't get
A
it mixed up.
gelatinous cube.
Yeah, right? At 5.2 beta, cloth, cub. Or Frank from the new God of War. My wife is so mad that they called it Frank. We don't know what it's supposed to be, but Frank is, it took her right out of it. It was the one thing. It was her claptrap. Which for me is like a hill that you die on. For like, I can't enjoy something that everyone else is enjoying. Because it, yeah, for me, claptrap literally ruins the entirety of the game. I can't enjoy like any of it because he's always right around the bend. You know? Anyway, I'll desist. This is cool. Roger, how do you feel? Are you gonna use this? Are we gonna get deforming glass? Got an ant. Get a vacuum. Yeah, we should deforming balls. Deform your balls. Boom. This, but I guess I would have to brush something somewhere, right?
Only if I can use a heptagon.
Why are you putting weird constraints on it, bruh? Just do the thing. Just make the shiny glass-like object jiggle. We all want to see it. Who doesn't? If you can find a way to do a cool, I want to say a shatter in there, but I guess it would be like a rough, sharp bubble. You know what I'm talking about? That would be so amazing. And then get that to jiggle too. The whole thing as one object. Actually, I don't know if that's how it would work. It might just be a surface. Okay, that one might be too much. That's a different simulation. Pause on that one. That's future. Yeah, just get the spheres to be... Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I guess the only thing keeping it up is that these numbers are low, right? Otherwise, it would completely crumble.
I'm warming up to jiggle physics.
It only has a like complete simulation. Wait, can these change in situ? They need to be keyed from outside? Ooh. Boom. And there we go. A cube to a pillow, I guess. Pillowcase. Yeah, so yeah, any shape you want, I guess. I don't see why not. You just have to subdivide it. And then you need to simulate the whole thing. Like, you might be able to key these that would be part of the simulation, but it doesn't seem like you can change them inside while the simulation's changing. Kind of sticks with whatever it was when it started simulating, which is fine. Is that my newest monster right there?
Maybe the collider needs more geometry to prevent saggy bottoms.
No, I wanted the sag. Wait, huh? Huh? I wanted the saggy bottom. Oh, this is great. This low-key feels like we're catching up to Houdini, like, fast, you know? I don't know if that's 100% the case, because obviously we're still waiting on a whole bunch of muscle and rigging stuff. Actually, I didn't look through the notes. Where are the notes? All right, geometry. So bundles. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. So it only has a slot for one bundle, I guess, which makes sense. If the bundle is just going to be a tuple.
Yes. We need notes. I've got one. B sharp. There you go.
Do you think you can get Brian to sing a B sharp? Just you know, a quick, maybe not quick, a held note. That'd be great. Just you know, an example would be great. Seen in spreadsheet. Okay. Oh, they finally added in lists, but they called them lists instead of arrays. I see what they did. Okay, I mean, yeah, all right, fine. And now you're forced to use a closure, which it's also fine. It's fine. Wait, can you add a one-off though? Like later on? I guess you probably can. I wonder if this part would be reevaluated. I wonder if that's going to cause
I
problems.
think Brian is tone deaf. Hey, I can sing with the best of them. Stream Elements just hasn't exposed the API for it. You should hear my chorale singing, it's just divine.
I'm sure. Also, Brian, you're a Twitch alerts implementation. I don't know if anyone ever told you. Wait, it is. Oh my god, I forgot about mesh bevel. We about to get it. We about to get it. Gonna be good. It about to be real good. Merging points. Cluster by distance. Guess I'll look at it. What do you do? Merge point geometry. Selection merge ID. What are these jargon points that they're advertising to me? Oh, the cluster by distance. Oh, I wonder if cluster by distance is going to be useful for other things. Looks kind of cool. That's weird. My brain's going to really need to work on that. I do not normally think we'll... I mean, sure, mask by position, but put a mask by position into... I guess it's just the selection for the cluster by distance.
Wait, what?
Okay.
I
Just have
thought
to
I was
remember cluster by
AGI.
distance.
When I speak, I feel like I have a whole internal world. I live, love, suffer and emote. You're saying that's all bogus? What the fuck?
No. I'm just saying you're implemented by Twitch, not Stream Elements. Is that true everywhere? Oh my god, we have multiple Brians. If you actually pay money, you get the Stream Elements Brian. I'm remembering this now, because the donations are through... yep. Stream Elements. I don't know if you can tell the difference. I don't know if we've ever compared. And we probably never will, but... just a note. Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we're gonna play with that, I guess. Okay. Okay, by default it's index based. Custom IDs. Oh, because now they have the list. Cool. Okay. No string attributes. That's too bad. Maybe it doesn't matter anymore because I was going to try and use them as a list at some point, but Streamiverse.
Holy fuck. There is a commercial, Brian, and it's not me? Look, you have to ease into it a bit here. I'm getting buffeted left, right, one center here. My existential compass is spinning like a top.
I mean, yep, that's true. I wouldn't say it's commercial Brian, though. It's donation reward Brian. I just don't think you can tell the difference. Oh, that's good. That's good. Thank you. I like that. Oh, wow. They've put a lot in. This is going to make nodes so much harder to learn because we're getting to the point there's just so many nodes, you know? Type in a word, you get like a new 6 nodes or 20 nodes. I never use separate component. Interesting. Oh. Okay, that's kind of cool. And this feels like there's just so much.
Okay, I've just come from the John. Is Brian having a tizzy again? Tone it down a bit, Brian. Your bits and bytes, and it's okay.
It's true. True, Brian. Don't worry, just chill. I wonder. I wonder how much performance improvements we're gonna get. There's some things that might touch our projects. Oh, wait, there's a bone info. Oh, wait, did we have a bone info before? It's just, you can't make them, so I find them kind of useless. Because again, I don't want to use the tools that they've built. Not until they touch them again. But we can bevel now. Okay, wait, why'd you melt? The bevel's too much? What's happening here? The mesh bevel's nice. I like mesh bevel. I think, do we go through and bevel all sorts of things? What do we do? I don't know if I want to contaminate any of my scenes with 5.2. I kind of feel like maybe they should stay separate. That makes sense. Mostly for corruption reasons.
Yes, that makes sense.
Cool. With that said, I want to. So when this comes out, it's out in like July, right? We might update. But I now either need to downgrade or continue using this. I was going to do cabin stuff. I guess like try exporting a wall from the cabin and see if I can build the whole cabin in Unity using that. And maybe the roof too. Did I leave it in a good enough state? That's the question. I need to open it up. I need to export it. I may or may not need to add materials. Let's try it. Live dangerously this wonderful Friday. How are the qualifiers going, Cryogy? Any interesting stuff? So opening a file should be fine, right? It's not going to immediately save the file and ruin everything. Now that I say that, like, I mean, I could, right? I feel like I save it just in case. I know I feel like I'm going back on everything. This is a tiny scene. We have truly procedural to procedural on this one. And only so much instancing. We could instance even more. So I have secret thoughts about it.
Yes, opening the file is completely okay, really, you can count on that. I guess, no backup needed, surely.
But you need to make a backup because, well, I have muscle memory habits, you know? I never know what I'm going to control S. And that's a destructive thing. Yeah. Here we is. Oh, wait, there's supposed to be, what are the rendering updates? Something was supposed to be faster. Oh, thin wall. I'm excited about thin wall. I feel like there's a lot of things that benefit. Oh, come on. Why did it take this long for shader nodes to get a time node that works exactly like the geometry node one does? Am I the crazy one? That seems like low-hanging fruit. This is not as robust as I thought. I thought there was some serious upgrade. Is it under something else? Is it like cycles or something? Cycles?
Okay, stop gooning on thin walls or get a room already, for F's sake.
I was trying to think, I don't think it would benefit what you're working on because you want it to be glass, but it could affect everything you're working on if you choose it to. Imagine all the colored bubbles. Think how cool that would be. Ooh, that looks good. Negative. It goes negative, anisotropy. Look how pretty it is. I feel like there were toys from my childhood that looked like this, and I liked them because they looked like this. Because they had this kind of material thing going on. Though I also feel like this is supposed to be breaking reality. It's emulating a different part of reality, if that makes sense. Yeah, like this is emulating a material with a high sheen. And like glow in the dark plastic with like yeah, high sheen, so it gets very whitish towards the edges. So cool. So neat. So the TX files is the one thing I really didn't like about Arnold. I hope it's gotten better here. I don't have an update, Arnold. But first off, it would lock the files after generating, so you couldn't make changes. And second
Yes,
off,
it's simulating the reality with me on ayahuasca.
good, good. That lasts a while though. Make sure you have a babysitter. Be safe. Yeah, I don't know. TX files. Has it always done TX files? And this is just an update to how it's doing it? Because yeah, for Arnold, this was a pain in the butt. Not to do. It did it like automatically, but you like feel it working. And yeah, sometimes it would literally get in the way of you tweaking things, like changing your textures as, between renders, and just like lock stuff. All right, what'd you do? Oh, just a simple screen space ray tracing overhaul. Okay. Include some breaking compatibility. I guess stability issues are good to fix. I render it darker. Good to know. And thickness, sure. Okay. Back face option, that could be good. But this is pretty much them trying to get thin wall working right. They also have to make sure that when it's not supposed to be thin wall, it's actually not doing thin wall stuff. Selection denoiser. Okay. Yeah, contact sharpness is nice. Raycast node, which I never really touch. Although maybe I should. What if I use like vertex colors for everything I'm doing right now? Oh man, should I try it? But I don't know, the raycast, is it going to give me the color of a dark area? Oh, I could, there is a render node, right? It will render out a thing from the viewport. Maybe I can bake a text, well, yeah, again, we'd have to bake it to vertex colors, right?
Don't use vertex colors. Are you mad? Are you truly trying to bend space-time?
A little bit, yes. Okay, so hold on. Vertex colors are useful for some things. I'm trying to think, like they're really good for passing information to a shader about how you want geometry to move, like trees. There's like a good way to have a gradient of like how much the trunk moves, and you put that in one, like the trunk is like red, right? And it goes from 0 to like 1 at the top. And then it goes on to like everything, right? So like it'll hit the branches at the top and the leaves. Then you have the branch pass that you do, and that has from the base of the branch to the tip, like the base would be 0 and the tip would be 1, and you put that in like G. And then you do pretty much the same thing with leaves. And then you use those for frequency in your like wind sine movements. You can get leaves to like flutter, but they're also moving with the branch, which is not moving as fast, right? So like the tips would flutter, but where they connect stays solid to the branch, but the branch sways.
Please stop. Too much innuendo.
All the way down, you know? It's pretty good. And then I also saw something where someone was just like, we're going to use vertex color because it gives a certain style. Now I'm like, it was a pretty cool style. I don't know if I'd want to use it for everything, but I could see me using it for some things. Unfortunately, the thing I could see me using it for is what they were using it for. So, that's why I hate seeing other people's stuff in tutorials and examples and stuff. 'Cause it's like, oh, you're just stealing. Maybe that's just what I think. 90% of people won't even know. They won't even know. Anywho. So wait, Crow, talk to me. Why do you hate vertex colors? Tell me your deep, dark, storied past.
I think the whole 5.2 update is targeted to prevent neckbeards.
Elaborate. Elaborate. Is there something else that I'm missing? Sculpt. It's less annoying, looks like, for sculpting stuff. Virtual reality.
Too much Mormon influence. I can't elaborate cause it would expose the golden tablets.
Oh, okay, thanks for the update, Kroji. Thanks for the update. They put in a pose library. So I'm just trying to go through over here. I don't know, do I care about a lot of this stuff? Hair dynamics, cloth dynamics. A fully procedural setup within geometry nodes is possible too. That was not true when they put it in like 4.5 or whatever. Oh wait, maybe it was. Oh, whoa. Okay, hold on. Hold on, it's worth seeing. Okay, so we could kind of scatter stuff. You couldn't style it, and I bet you still can't style it outside. I want like a partial procedural setup with geometry nodes. Yeah, but look at that. That's pretty cool. That feels neat. Though I wish... I know this is crazy. And when I say crazy, I mean they'll put this in like 5.4 or something. I wish it was timeline independent. Just so when you're stylizing it, you know, like you're trying to like hone in on all the things. It's not always going to constantly reset. You know? Vectors, colliders, forces. So we're in the physics section and it's going through all the geometry node improvements. Cool.
You do know the Mormon Church has several orders of magnitude bigger bank account than the Scientology Church, right? If the Mormon Church farts, Scientology bows, literally.
Is bows really a word, Brian? Did they need you to record bows? Anyway. I did not know that. That's very interesting. But I guess they have like a whole state, right? With very high alms tax, from what I understand. But I don't know much. I don't know much. Each their own. Less money gets you into less trouble. Though can also get you into more trouble. But hopefully in your congregation it's it works out. There's a sovereign. Harder but not impossible. Oh, is this the new boulder we can roll up the hill? We can roll our own dynamic system using this here solver thing. I don't understand. There's so many
Though,
colors.
as a Dutchman, I eat Mormons for breakfast. Really?
What? What? There's a while that I ate Quaker oatmeal for breakfast. I don't think that's the same thing though. And yours sounds quite more threatening. Lisa. Is there anything else that I should I'm gonna waste my time on? What is it in core? Nothing there. Cycles was kind of nothing. Did Eevee have a thing? Oh, it just had like a big overhaul. It had the back face, whatever's. Okay, sure. Evidently this looks better.
There are a lot of my V changes, but they're not for you.
Good to know, Cryogy. You've already told me too much. That worked kind of well. Can this one go? Oh, that one's already at 140. Never mind. I almost want to squash the ball before it becomes thing. Is this a bad idea? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe this just needs to go. That might be fine. Yeah, because that's a flatter bottom. No, 140 is good. We'll keep it there. Try to unstick from there, please. That's good enough, right?
You do realize you're lording it down to a turtle, right?
It's a cool turtle, though. It's also, who let me put it at this higher resolution? Maybe it's not that high res. Maybe it's a decent resolution. That one's okay. No, I'm fine. We're good. Hmm? Eek. Is this getting, is this getting worse? No, no, not 22. 220. Maybe we just need the medium res. I don't know. Why am I so wishy-washy on this? The low res is higher resolution. Better. Okay, so the roof's important and the why does this one get so low? Why does this one not go low enough? It's the right question to be. This one's missing corner. We bulge a lot less. That's not what I meant. I meant this one. That's not helping. Really that different? You. Maybe it's good enough. Okay, which of the rock walls is the best of the rock walls? I'm going to go with this. Let's just export a little bit piecemeal.
Okay, VOD watchers. Please acknowledge that Gav is nowhere to be seen. I'm keeping this stream honest. CryoG here, please note and give Gav his, well, diminished deuce.
Excellent. Thank you for holding down the fort, Kroji. I'm sure Gav is doing some very important stuff. Probably here watching like a hawk. Can I do a mass rename? Playing V Rising? Good luck. Good luck. May the sun never shine.
You do realize that forte means strength in Latin French, right?
Huh? Yeah, I do. It's Forte Italian. Forte is Italian. We don't speak of the other botched Romance languages. Yeah, Spanish is okay because it's very similar. But we don't talk about that other one. There's no need for it. Butters things up. Completely unrelated to Latin. Slur all your words like you're drunk, then maybe you shouldn't write a language. No? Oh, but it's better when you can't hear any of the syllables. It's better when the emphasis is only on the first syllable. Makes everything so clear. Yep. Sure, sure, sure. I also feel silly for doing this. There's got to be a better way, right?
Not Italian, not even French. It's Latin. Get your bases right.
Well, the Latin is, from what I understand, a dead language. Who speaks Latin? So of the spoken languages, it's closer to Italian. But that's okay. That's fine. I never learned Latin. I'm not going to pretend I'm a Latin expert. 85 rocks.
I, Brian, am fluid in Latin, so you are ignorant, truly.
I mean, then why aren't you speaking in Latin? And no lorem ipsum. I don't know what we're going to use rocks for, but I mean, this is a collection of rocks, right?
Cause you wouldn't understand, you cretin.
And I never will learn because no one will speak it. They just pretend they do. Oh goodness, how big is this? This is too big. This was a mistake. I'm regretting. Oh, I'm dying. I didn't check the box. Why is Blender such a pile of shit? Selected objects. Every time, selected objects. In fact, it should have a check. If you have nothing selected, then sure, select everything in the scene. But if you have even one thing selected, just export that one selected thing. Man, it's such a mistake. No animation, just selected objects. Export.
VOD watchers, you don't realize, but that was such a hashtag chat win, and Danger tried to ignore it, let it be known.
It's kind of a stretch. It's sad that you would try to get a win off that one. But if you need this Cryogy, then you know what? I'll let you have it. I'm a nice guy. You know, streamer win versus chat win is not the thing that allows me to get to sleep at night. There we go. Three orders of an order of magnitude? Yeah, an order of magnitude smaller. Okay, so a rock wall has been chosen. I didn't look at the inside. Oh my god, it's the worst on the inside. It's really like okay. Now we need the roof.
Streamer win? Hashtag chatwin contravenes streamer win.
I'm happy for you, Cryogy. It feels like you need this. And that's okay. That's okay. Like, you want a real chat win? How do you bulk rename? How can I rename all of these things at once? I see no... mass rename. You know, without an add-on. I don't need an add-on just to rename two things at once. Here, options. No. Is it here? No. Here? No. Unused data. A little broken heart down there. Interesting. Nothing. I don't want to rename them all by hand though.
There is a function and I've used it, you just don't know where to find it.
That's true. Have I asked the proper question yet? Croji, can you tell me, not can you tell me, please tell me how to mass rename. Rename all the things I have selected. Please. Please and thank you. Edit? Never mind. Batch rename. Never mind. Never mind. I don't need your help. I don't need your help at all. Or do I? Oh no. Yeah, okay, hold on. Selected. Find cube. Is this really how I have to do it? Oh, maybe I should ask for help.
Right click, not the wrong one, just the right.
Wait, what the... So wait, that's the wrong one, right? No, if I mass select, right? Select many. And then I select the left click will then just select just one of them. Just the one of them.
Yes, that was the wrong one, we just forget that one.
But the other one also did. Neither of them work. If I do the right click, what here? What's the rename here? There's none. There is none. Edit. We keep hacking against this. New. Here we go. New. Set name rafter. Okay. I was about to say, how did it rename it grass fence? But no, I see what happened there. That's fine. We good. You're technically a Gable. I'm sure other things have other names. I don't know how much I care about that. We're just going with the Gable. Because I know that name, and now I feel special for knowing that name. I feel like I bevel it. Because it's the high-res one.
It works, technically.
I mean, it works. Unassigned bevel. That's mine. My bevel. Copy to selected. That's a big end bevel. Now I feel like I should cylinder as big as a bounding box and bevel only one side. Question, do I add a modifier to do the material? Does this become a new material that a signed material doesn't handle? Whatever, we're doing it. Believe in you. Come on. The box modeling, this might have been better. They're a little blob. We'll see. We'll see how it looks. Maybe the blobs will be a good thing. We'll never know unless we try and make a fool out of ourselves, right? Maybe it's not thatch. It's kind of grass. That roof. And then these goofy ass ones. These are the ones that I'm least confident about. I think the walls are going to stay. I think the walls are going to be good. Alright, what am I missing? I have the roof, the structure bit. I have a wall. I think that's all I need to start. I think, but we'll see. No, hold on. The UVs. Do we have UVs? No. I've done a lot of UV unwrapping projects and no confirmation as to which one's the best. Oh, could it be this though? Could we instant fix with storing a named attribute? We'll just take the original UVs, right? C for corner, D for vector 2D. They look like they kind of work at least. Hmm. Come on, believe in you. Why does storing have to take so long? I think, what was the best way to do that? No, please don't die. Finally, I have everything connected. I think this should work. But I was wrong. This has become so expensive. And there's still no UV map. we go. If you use the nodes correctly, hopefully, in return, you might get nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh wait, but do I have to do, Okay, wait, I guess if that was gonna work. And that's what we need for the other side. Okay, now, when you use all the nodes correctly, hopefully, Blender might reward you with, nope, nothing. Absolutely, nope, that didn't work at all. I don't get why this is just broken. Process difference between edge vertice pairs, sure. Index equals nearest to one corner, nearest to the other corner. We could sample, I guess, like a sphere and see what's closest to the PV set on that, but then we still need to do an unwrap. once we do that, to actually make a seam. I do not love that aspect, and I also don't know what's breaking here. Used to run a lot faster. This feels like it jumped up a lot. Because these used to be movable in scene. Tired, I might need something. You know, it's almost break time. We should get a snack soon. It's just making up numbers. Storing took a third of the time that not storing does. That does not make any sense. But of course it's a case, sure. Was that part always sticking out? That feels new. Summer Game Fest is up, right? Oh, it's down by a lot. Why? Weird. All right, I'm gonna take a break real quick, and I'll be back soonish. Okay, I'm taking a break. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, at least for now. And I got some barrels, so we should export barrels. This is gonna be good enough, right? Did I not export this yet? Starting to feel like I did. You don't have UVs yet. Can we try and unwrap you? Can I make everything a seam? Evidently not. Why is this not working anywhere? Oh. Nope, still not working. That goes the cube. Subdivide the cube. So take a bounding box. So I don't know if we need. Maybe we need to capture. Good barrel, thank you. My barrel is doing good. According to Gavin, that's all that matters. Hot cocoa is delicious. Summerfest is happening in like 40 minutes, right? Come on, something has to work, right? This cube, is it the right size? Yeah, perfect. Let me subdivide that cube. So good. We need another sample index. Oh, I feel silly now. Feel silly. But let's try it. I think stupider things have worked. Oh wait, this should be face corner. But not enough. It says UV map is on the face corner. Why is it not displaying it? Was I bad? Did I do something wrong? That's getting displayed. Say whatever, but this is actually going to bother me because if I export it without UVs, I need to export it again. I mean, it says it has a UV map, I just don't know why it doesn't get displayed here. Which makes me think that something's broken. Whatever, we're doing it. Oh, I guess I already tried. We could compare. Make an explosion for it. I need it just to be a little bit bigger. Do we just bundle up the fire? Okay, I kind of like that one. He needs to get higher. It's a little big. But how satisfying is it? Let's turn on repeat. Mm-hmm. Maybe I should pop it over to checkbox. I can actually key multi-component values and Boolean